Hi, good day to you, Aries. Welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. Meenakshi here. Today is the 26th of June. So if you come across this reading anytime from the 26th of June onwards, then maybe you were meant to see this reading. But remember, as per always, if the reading does not resonate with you or your situation, kindly look at your moon, your Venus, and your rising signs. To those of you that are already cross-reading, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for your likes, your follows, and your shares. I do appreciate that. Okay. So Aries, let's see what's going on in your situation. For you, what is it that you need to do? We're going to do past, present, and future. See what is your situation here. What's going on here for you, Aries? Okay, Aries. So Aries, first caught up, this is generally a situation where there has been some misinformation that has come to you. Some of you might also be having a little bit of trouble dealing with younger people, but it's very important that you create balance in your situation and realize what is it that you need to focus on. If there are people telling you told stories or bad-mouthing somebody else, be very mindful of the situation and realize that you need to allow joy and fun and balance in your life, enjoying life. We see some of you are wanting to move towards a situation. Some of you could be having a Libra person in your space. Some of you might be wanting to travel, to immigrate. Somebody might also be feeling as though a cycle has been finished. Could be with the Libra person, because there's like a lot of things that needs to be learned. Some of you might also be dealing with contracts, and there's a lot of learning that needs to happen. Some of you might be working very hard, burning the midnight oil, moving towards joy and happiness in a family situation, but also having this tower moment for yourself, the situation where you need to realize some truths for yourself about your domestic situation that is making you have a lot of regret. So we see there could have been some deviousness when it comes to contractual situations that has left you very unhappy. Could also be in some cases that there's been a lot of happiness and commitment in a situation that has brought a lot of joy and prosperity to your domestic situation. But also creating that balance when it comes to yourself and to those around you, realizing that, change needs to happen and that you need to allow yourself to learn from your experiences so that you can move forward. Okay, let's draw some more cards here for you, Aries, to see what more is it that you need to know in the situation. Okay, Aries. Let's see here, Aries. What more do you need to know in your situation, Aries? Okay, Aries. A lot of generosity in the past. We see that you might have been the recipient. A lot of generosity, time, effort. Could be love situations, but also doing something that you find very passionate, that you feel very passionate about, where there has been this financial change, there has been this karmic change that has happened. But for some reason, with it has come a lot of burdens. And if you look at it, it's not just about the burdens. You need to look at it as the amount of wisdom that you've gained, the knowledge that you've gained within the situation. Some of you might have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy in your chart. So you need to look at yourself as, learning from your situations and moving forward and realizing that you need to be very careful and cautious when it comes to your financials. It's important, Capricorn, that as news comes towards you, you are expecting this news, that you realize that you cannot allow yourself to hold on too tightly to things, that you need to learn to let go, because there are things that you are unaware of. There are situations that are unfolding that you are not consciously aware of, and you need to be very mindful that you're putting yourself through some kind of traumatic situation where things are becoming very difficult for you, and you are having these difficult life experiences, especially when it comes to generosity and financials, lessons that you are learning, Aries, that it's very important that you create these boundaries for yourself. It's very important as well that in some cases, in this particular reading, I would usually say don't be so selfish, learn to share, to be a generous giver. But in this situation, when it comes to your financials, what I'm seeing in this reading is that you need to be very mindful of the future. And maybe in certain instances, if you have been a giver all the time, Now maybe it's a time to hold on to yourself and to hold on to your financials for your rainy day. So make sure that you are also ensuring that you are securing your financial future and not putting yourself in a situation where you are just giving so much that there's nothing left for you. So that's also a mindfulness. There's a balance between selfishness and there's a balance between generosity. So be mindful of all of that, Aries. So let's draw some more cards here, Aries, and see what more can the cards say for you in your situation. Okay, Aries. Okay, Aries. So Aries, a lot of independent thinking needed here. You know, some of you could also have a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy in your chart. So we see you needing to leave the past behind and move forward to like a new future, a new sunrise, a new dawn of the day for you. So, you know, a new way of thinking. And this is a very karmic situation. Yes, your financials are changing. You've got the Wheel of Fortune on the Wheel of Fortune. So you are seeing a lot of joyous change, prosperity for yourself, a lot of new beginnings. Quite literally, some of you could be experiencing pregnancies, but some of you could also be experiencing new business opportunities that are coming towards you, new financial opportunities. And for some reason, some of you are feeling very burdened with the new opportunities that are coming towards you, Aries. So be very mindful that maybe you should not try to do everything by yourself. Maybe learn to delegate. Maybe learn to not take on all of these burdens and be fair to yourself and create boundaries that are going to be fair to yourself. You know, you need to prioritize yourself. It's important that you prioritize yourself. We see that there's a lot of passion and passionate energy here, a lot of ideas, a lot of visions for the future. You could be having the Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy as well in your chart, so you got to be mindful of that. But you got to also be mindful of trauma situations that have happened that has really broken your heart and really traumatized you. But you need to just come to terms with things that have happened, you know, especially if you have burdened yourself in the situation. You need to find your passion moving forward and realizing that lessons happen so that you can learn from them, learn from the situation and create these personal boundaries for yourself and move forward into a happier space, to a happier future for yourself. Also realizing that you need to have this independent thinking for yourself as you're moving forward, delegating responsibilities or lesser tasks to other people so that you can move forward unhindered by unnecessary baggage. And even though there is this karmic change for you, you should not be feeling so burdened about it. You should allow your passion to flow and to grow and to find that creativity within yourself. Very interesting reading here for you, Aries. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please remember to follow, like, and share, and I'll see you guys again soon. Take care and goodbye.